Air bills.
Call 800-935-0994 or visit everythingbrakes.com.
Coming up as First at 4 continues, officials in Knott County warn about folks scamming flood victims. And at least 37 people are dead after a shooting at a daycare center in Thailand.
And we are tracking some chilly air by this weekend. I have all those details coming up as Mountain News First at 4 continues.
Mountain News First at 4 continues.
And we begin this half hour with some breaking news out of Washington, D.C. President Biden is pardoning thousands of Americans convicted of simple possession of marijuana under federal law as his administration takes a dramatic step toward decriminalizing the drug and addressing charging practices that disproportionately impact people of color. The president is calling on governors to issue similar pardons for those convicted of state marijuana offenses, which reflect the vast majority of marijuana possession cases. In a statement, the president said the move reflects his position that no one should be in jail just for using or possessing marijuana. The pardon does not cover convictions for possession of other drugs or for charges relating to producing or possessing marijuana with an intent to distribute. Knott County officials are warning against scams related to flood relief. Officials say scammers have often come disguised as contractors, then asking for money up front before doing any work. Knott County Attorney Tim Bates says they are ready to act against any corruption.
It's just a terrible, terrible thing to take advantage of people in the worst possible time in their life. And we're going to do something about that.
Bates says anyone who fears they are being scammed should contact their office. We'll have more about this tonight at 6.
We are live in downtown Prestonsburg for the 2022 Jenny Wiley Festival, and the weather could not be better. Looking at plenty of sunshine and blue sky. So if you haven't came out yet, I highly suggest you come out and see us here at the Jenny Wiley Festival. Let's take a live look right now over at UVA Wise, and we are looking at beautiful weather at this location as well. Clear skies, current temperature is sitting at 66, and over in Letcher County at Whitesburg, also looking at plentiful sunshine this afternoon. Up on satellite and radar, a few clouds earlier today, but right now we are clearing and we are looking at beautiful weather to continue into the rest of this evening. If you have any plans to go out to dinner or maybe come out to the festival, the weather is looking fantastic. Temperatures falling into the middle and upper 60s later on tonight, but we are tracking a cold front by Friday, and that will bring some much chillier air into the mountains by this weekend. I have your full forecast coming up in just a little bit. Steve?
And as you can hear in the background, some music by Eastern Kentucky native Tyler Childers as well. Thank you very much, Cameron. Well, the Artist Collaborative Theater is in nightmare mode, preparing for its Halloween production. The Thin Place, a play written by Lucas Nath, brings the ACT talent to the Breaks Interstate Park and a new venue never before seen by its community in the lore-filled Oddfellows building in Prestonsburg. The paranormal production is about a woman who loses her mother and crosses paths with a medium, so those involved say the spooky space will add to the mystery.
When a secret society offers to let you do your spooky Halloween play in their haunted attic, I mean, how much can you say no?
The show is intended for older audiences, and the first weekend kicks off in the meeting hall next Friday. Animal shelters across the state are in crisis. Advocates are seeing far too many pets surrendered and not nearly enough adoptions. The Morgan County Animal Shelter says only 8 dogs were rescued or adopted in a 3-week period last month.
I will ask these people, would you please hang on to this stray or these puppies? We'll even give you some dog food if you will give us time to move a few out, and then, I will send the animal control officer out right away to pick them up.
The number is so low, people trying to surrender pets or turn in strays have to be put on a wait list. Well, We'll take a closer look at this problem tonight at 11. Last month, we showed you video of where a man in an SUV passed a school bus and almost hit a student in Franklin County. Surveillance video from the bus shows the SUV pass the bus on the right side, running off the road and knocking over a mailbox. A sheriff's deputy says 56-year-old Mark Kendall of Lexington was the driver. Kendall was initially cited on improper passing charges, but Tuesday, the Franklin County grand jury returned a 3-count indictment charging him with passing an unloading or loading school or church bus, improper passing, and wanton endangerment. Franklin County school leaders say it's been common for drivers to ignore school bus stop arms. The Biden administration is weighing its options after OPEC Plus says it is cutting oil production in order to boost prices that will have a direct effect on your filling up your vehicle and heating your home as we head into winter. Yesterday, the energy cartel announced it was lowering production by 2 million barrels a day, its biggest cut since the start of the pandemic. Officials described the reduction as a hedge against falling demand due to a recession.
Everything has a price. Energy security has a price as well.
OPEC's cut goes into effect in November, raising the prospect of gas prices spiking, costing consumers more to heat their homes and at the gas pump in the days leading up to Election Day. At least 37 people are dead after a mass shooting and stabbing attack at a daycare center in Thailand. CBS's Ian Lee has more on that.
Shock and grief in Thailand after a man stormed a nursery with guns and a knife, killing more than 20 children. Among the dead, a 2-year-old and a pregnant teacher. The shooting happened north of Thailand's capital, Bangkok, in the Naklong district. Witnesses say the 34-year-old opened fire on the daycare, then realized his child wasn't there. Authorities say he headed for home, running a woman off the road and still firing from his car as he fled. Officials say he then killed his wife and child before taking his own life. Authorities identified the attacker as an ex-police officer who was fired last year for alleged drug use. The country's prime minister has ordered a fast-track investigation into how this happened. Ian Lee, CBS News.
Gun laws are strict in Thailand, where possession of an illegal firearm carries a prison sentence of up to 10 years. Police say the attacker legally purchased the gun used in today's killings. Today, opening statements began after a jury was picked in the civil suit against actor Kevin Spacey. In the suit filed by fellow actor Anthony Rapp, it claims Spacey made a sexual advance toward him in 2017. Rapp was just 14 years old at the time, and he and Spacey had been performing on Broadway. After Rapp went public with the claims in 2017, Spacey issued a statement apologizing and saying he did not remember the encounter. 2 years ago, Rapp sued Spacey for assault, battery, and intentionally inflicting emotional distress. Other reports against Spacey have been made in the past few years. In 2017, Netflix ended its relationship with Spacey after then current and former staffers of the show House of Cards said they were harassed by the actor. Coming up as First at 4 continues, the prices of apples are climbing. We'll take a look at the challenges growers are facing amid inflation and labor shortages.
And we may be in the 70s now, but how does frost sound this weekend? We'll talk all about that coming up.
WYMT News app offers alerts on breaking stories as they happen, customized to the categories you